Welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokey, Steve, and Mark. Oh, yes, it is. Welcome or welcome back. Gosh, is it really nice to see you? Oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? A couple weeks. It really has. I remember 2 weeks ago, Mondays with Mark. It was late. And then it just never came to be in light of the situation. Yep, still coming to you remotely from the Days Inn, or as Steve calls it, Mecca, right? But it is the eve of move-in day, so we do check out tomorrow. If everything, if nothing changes, we'll be moving into the new place tomorrow. So we'll be sure to update you on that. I'm excited. It's been a long time. We've been here almost 2 weeks at the hotel, and very grateful that we had a place to be, of course. And it is the day after Easter, so this is our kind of unofficial Easter video here on Mondays with Mark. I'm so bummed at so many fun things planned for Easter. I had a couple DIYs and a recipe to do, and of course it never came to be. But there's always next year. Yes, there is. I mean, I'm planning on being here. I hope you are too. I hope so. I guess that's a long time to think ahead, right? But yeah, so this will be our unofficial Easter video. So if you see the Easter bunny popping in from time to time, yeah, you'll know why then, okay? But yeah, so tonight, you know what? We did spend Easter at the parents' house. It was so nice. It really was. So I'll be sharing that with you. We may even cook something tonight. You never know, because Steve and I have to celebrate Easter together, right? It's our first Easter as a married couple, and of course we're gonna get caught up on some chit chat. So we'll have a nice time this evening. So speaking of Easter, how was your Easter? I hope you had a great time, We did. I have to say, even given the situation, we had a very, very nice Easter. But as far as getting caught up a little bit, if you're just joining, if you don't know what's going on, about 2 weeks ago, our apartment building was condemned and deemed unlivable. So without any notice, everybody in the building had to move out. We were all displaced with no date to return back. The closest date we got was 6 months out for the owner to bring everything up to code. There were electrical issues, bare wires in the basement with water dripping on them, hot water tanks not being secured, literally raw sewage way down in the basement, structural damage. It was quite disturbing. It was. And it could have been way worse, The place could have burnt down. People could have gotten sick. Really, it was a dire situation, much more than we knew that day, that they told us about it. So, all in all, it was definitely a blessing in disguise. But it's been... we're fine. We're in a much better place than we were that day when it happened. But of course, it's a stressful situation. And for myself, it's been a challenge, emotionally and mentally. I've been holding it together. Everything is fine. But as you can imagine, being displaced like that and having your entire life just kind of ripped out from under you, it's stressful. It's challenging. And but gosh, we had so much support, and especially from you guys. And again, I know we say thank you in every video, and we're trying not to be all sappy about it. We're gonna officially thank everybody once this is all behind us. But thank you, really, thank you for your support. Thank you for everything. You made this time much easier. with your support. So, thank you. But yes, we're doing okay. We're getting a little anxious about tomorrow, of course. We've been here 2 weeks and we're kind of in a routine. So, there's that too. It's like, oh, we have to check out. It's like, then that's on your mind too. Like it's crazy. But we have our plan is to get everything packed up tonight and ready to go in the car, so we don't have a lot to do in the morning because we're going to be busy enough tomorrow. I have a couple people that are helping us move, so it should go smoothly. We're moving right next door to our building into another building, which was another blessing how that worked out. So we don't need a U-Haul or anything like that. We literally can walk the stuff right next door. So that's quite nice. And we shared a video of the new place a couple videos ago, and the place is a lot bigger than our last place, which was huge. So and it's nice, and so we really lucked out. We were really blessed. Not only were we able to find a place, we found a place close in the same neighborhood, and we like it too, and there's plenty of space there too. Y'all, we even have a laundry room with laundry hookups. I know, I'm like most excited about that. The room that we're using for the studio is bigger than the last one, so that's gonna be pretty cool, So, so things are okay, and I think probably, by this time next week we'll be all settled in, and hopefully back to normal. And my hope is that we can just kind of pick up right where we left off, both here on the channel with content and in our everyday lives too, because work has been weird. Everything's been weird because we're here, it's just been weird. I don't know how else to explain it, We've been carpooling to work. We both start at 9 o'clock and we work very close to each other, so that wasn't an issue. But I found myself after work driving back to the apartment. We're at a hotel, So that's just a little bit of where we're at now. And I tell you, with the stress and everything, I thought I would be smoking more. But we're in a non-smoking hotel room, so I've actually been smoking less. But I feel the need for a cigarette. So I think, why don't we take our little Easter bunny with us? And do you want to go outside and have a smoke with me? Come on, let's go. So this is our smoking area, as you can see. And what, a note on smoking, since we're in a non-smoking hotel room, well, we have to come outside to smoke. We've been smoking a lot less, and him and I talked and decided that we're going to kind of keep that up at the new place. So, that's the plan anyway. I'm telling them of our plans to of not smoking in the new apartment, because it's technically a non-smoking apartment, like the last one was. So we're gonna try to keep that up in the new place, and I'm already down to like a pack a day here, which was one of my goals this year, and been pretty unsuccessful with it. But over the last 2 weeks, I've been smoking a lot less, so we're going to try to keep that going in the new place. I'm actually kind of excited about it, not dreading it. I like the idea of not smoking in my home, So, so there's that, and also, because it is Easter, I'm going to go back inside, and I thought I would make dinner for us. So do you want to come and make dinner with us? Come on, let's go. We're going to make a beef roast in the hotel room. Come on. Okay, so, oh my goodness, hotel living, right? No, but seriously, whether you find yourself at a hotel room for like an extended stay because of some circumstance, or maybe you're on a long vacation, who says you can't have a home-cooked meal right in your hotel room, right? And I don't mean those hotel rooms that have the kitchens in it either, right? Or like the beach house that has the full kitchen. I mean a regular old hotel room that the most you get might be like a microwave oven and a little fridge. So with a little bit of pre-planning, you can have a home-cooked meal too, and that's what we're gonna do tonight. So this is, I guess, unofficially our Easter video, because we did find ourselves at the hotel over the Easter holiday, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to make a whole beef roast dinner in the hotel room, right? And for that, the pre-planning I was talking about starts at home before you leave to go on your trip or whatever. So obviously you're gonna need some type of gadget to cook. You know, like maybe your air fryer or the Instant Pot. Yes, I brought the Instant Pot with me. Look, it took many years for me to figure out that we could actually cook a home-cooked meal in a hotel room just by bringing something like that, right? And if you're like me, you enjoy cooking. I know, part of vacation is you don't want to cook, right? But I do enjoy cooking, and if you do too, you can do it on vacation. So you need a gadget, and then I just think ahead, and we always do bring like some Tupperware containers for food, not only to store, but to eat out of, right? And then I usually do bring some utensils like a fork, a knife, a spoon with us as well. And then, of course, a roll of paper towels and some wet wipes and some hand towels. And then for, I knew I was going to cook, so I brought just a little selection of like salt and pepper, maybe some seasonings if you want to grab it. Little container with some cooking oil. You don't have to bring a whole bottle with you. You know, we're only doing this once, you know. And then every hotel usually has a tray like this. Oh yeah, these are real handy. Just make sure you clean it real good. And last but not least, I always bring a little mini cutting board too. This has many uses on vacations, not just for cutting stuff. You can serve stuff on it. Well, you know, I'm not gonna get into that. So, all right, so we're gonna make a full course beef roast dinner tonight. And to do that, we have to head over to our local Walmart or the local grocery store and pick up one of these, y'all. Look. These are very cost effective too, especially when you're on a trip. This has everything you need for a beef roast. It has the beef roast itself, carrots, potatoes, and onions. It even has a seasoning packet in it. I didn't even have to bring these seasonings. This is really awesome. I got this at Walmart and it was $18.77. For everything, that's fantastic. In my opinion, anyway. So we got that, and oh yeah, I got a couple cans of soup to have for a little appetizer. Yep, because we have a microwave, right? Why not? And if we didn't have a microwave, we can easily heat up our soup in the Instant Pot on the saute button. So that's pretty cool. And because it's a holiday, oh yeah, I just had to. Okay, we won't say any more about that. So, all right, give me 1 minute. I'm going to get this all prepped up, and then we'll toss it in the Instant Pot, okay? Okay, so I have everything prepped and ready to go. So I got our potatoes out and I just cut those in half. Our carrots and our celery are ready. The onion I just kind of diced up roughly. And our meat, I trimmed some of the excess fat off and then I dabbed it with a paper towel. And now we have the Instant Pot set to saute, okay, to heat up. And we're gonna take our included seasoning packet. Now if the one you got doesn't happen to have this, just use salt and pepper, okay? It'll be perfectly fine, trust me, all right? So we're just going to season our beef on both sides with our seasoning packet. Ooh, nice. All right, so we're gonna let that brown on both sides until until we just sear it in there, until it's nice and brown. I'm gonna say probably about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, okay? Then everything else is prepped and ready to go, including, I have here about 2.5 cups of water, and I added 1 packet of soy sauce to it. And we're going to add the rest of our seasoning, whatever it came with, just right to that water there for some flavor, okay? And that's just perfect. So now we're going to remove our meat and just set it on the side for one brief moment here. And we're going to add our onions, other ones like that. And then we're just going to saute those just for a minute or two. We're going to deglaze the bottom of this just a little bit with some of our water. There you go, there. And then now we're going to scrape up those bits at the bottom because we don't want that dreaded burn notice. All right, and that looks good there. And now we're going to shut off our saute function, which I already did. And we're going to add our meat right back into there like that. Dun, dun. And we're going to add the rest of our liquid. And then we're going to add everything else. Our potatoes, carrots, and celery. Just throw those in there like that. All right, and then all we're gonna do, we're gonna seal her up and we're gonna high pressure cook. Now, a good rule of thumb for a beef roast in an Instant Pot is 20 minutes per pound on high pressure. If you're starting with a frozen piece of meat, you're gonna wanna add some extra time to that, at least an extra 15 or 20 minutes or so, okay? So this is about 2 to 2.5 pounds, so I'm gonna set her for about 50 minutes on high pressure, and then we're gonna let her naturally decompress for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get the cameraman in here to manually decompress the rest of that. You know how much he likes to do that. Things to keep in mind when you're cooking in a hotel room. Make sure you check for a fire detector too. Depending on, especially during the sauteing, when we're browning the meat, sometimes that can put off a lot of smoke. So position your Instant Pot wherever you're cooking it as far away from the fire detector as possible, and maybe keep the air conditioner on or air flowing through. I personally have never had a problem with it, and I've cooked in hotel rooms a handful of times, for about 10 times or so, never had a problem. Just something to keep in mind there, and always check with your hotel too. Some do have policies that you're not allowed to cook in a hotel room. Here they're perfectly fine. Most of them are perfectly fine, but just to check it. And these, I'll tell you what, these wet wipes are your best friend in this situation. You can clean all your utensils with these, your work surfaces, everything you can clean with these disinfectant wipes. Very handy to use. You don't have to bring dish soap with you, So I'll see you in about 50 minutes or so.
1 hour later.
Okay, so it's been an hour, and, I cleaned up, and then I went and cleaned up myself. I went and got a shower while that was cooking, so I'm all nice and relaxed and ready for a good meal. So, just to recap, our roast was in the Instant Pot at high pressure for 50 minutes, and then we let it naturally decompress for 10 minutes, and I think we'll let Steven manually decompress it the rest of the way, because, he has so little, and he does love doing that. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, here you go.
Aw, thank you.
Ready?
And very suddenly it starts to smell delicious. Ooh, that smells good.
Look at the happiness. Just look at the happiness. Thank you.
Of course.
For doing that,
Yeah.
Oh, just double check here, the little scary part. All right. Dun, dun. Oh, it looks so good, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, just perfect. And really, that's all there is to it. It's done. Easy peasy. It was fun to do. Like one pot to clean up. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that. So now what you can do now is all that juice that's in the bottom there, you can use that as au jus to dip your meat in. Yeah, grab a coffee cup, like a hotel coffee cup, and put some in there and dip your meat in it. Perfect. Or I remembered cornstarch. You can make some gravy too. Now we made it, gravy like this probably 100 times on the channel, so I'm not gonna do it tonight. All right, so all that's left to do for me is, I guess I'm gonna plate it up and give her a taste. That's it.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've got mine. Shredded. Let's see if it's good. It might just be pretty.
Is it good?
Oh, good, good, good.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
That was very tasty, very tasty.
A good holiday meal?
I would say so, yeah, an easy holiday meal.
Easy, good holiday meal in a
Easy.
hotel.
And if you double and triple it, as long as it still fits in the pot, it still takes the same amount of time, too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, true.
God bless the Instant Pot. But yeah, there I have it. Instant Pot, pot roast, and veggies.
Oh my gosh, I don't know why I got dressed again. Well, whatever. We already ate, y'all. I'm just gonna let you know, we already ate. It was so good, and we have this much left too. So gosh, that was like pretty inexpensive too, you know. I mean, about $20, and now it says it would feed 6 people, but I guess that would depend on those 6 people, because there was only enough for Steven and I, and then this much left over. And it was very, very good. And it was a lot of fun to do too. It really was. So I guess that's how you make a beef roast in a hotel room. So anyway, and then yesterday, so on Easter, we went to Steve's parents' house. We got to see the boys. It was very nice. We had dinner and we spent time there, and it was so comforting, and it was really nice. It was really nice, and I took some footage here and of the table and stuff. So here, check it out. Look, we got Easter baskets! Look! You believe I'm gonna be so fat by the time I check out of this hotel. But Steven's mom is like, oh my gosh, it's so much stuff. I don't even, look, Girl Scout cookies in the back, and of course Reese's peanut butter cups, and look, there's so much, it's a lot of stuff. It's so great. Oh man, it was such a nice time. It really, really was. And it was nice to see the boys too. I wish I would have got some pictures. I didn't have my camera with me when I went up into the room, and then I didn't want to leave and come back. But we'll be seeing them soon enough, because we'll be moved in this week, and we'll be getting them in and getting them all settled. We're planning on getting everything moved in and put in its place and everything, and then bringing them home. So probably, if all goes as planned, probably Wednesday we'll go and pick up the boys, because they've been displaced, and I don't want to, I don't want them to come in and then we're still moving furniture and everything around. So that's the plan anyway. But yeah, Easter was so nice, and our Easter video was nice too. I had such a nice time tonight spending it with you guys. I hope you did too. It's like kind of a little bit of back to normal almost, like a Mondays with, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, yes. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely hit that subscribe button, okay? And give that notification bell a little lovin' so you know when we have a new video coming out. All of our contact information is listed right down below. That's our P.O. box and our email address too. And definitely check us out over on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, all that, Thanks again, everybody. I hope you had a fantastic Easter, and I hope you have an even better upcoming week. And I'll definitely be seeing you next week, okay? Ciao, everybody. Mwah!